You are living in a cage built of likes and the hollow validation of strangers who do not even know your name or your true value. The world is a cacophony of blue light and digital noise, a constant stream of notifications designed to keep you distracted and numb from reality. Look at those fingers, scrolling endlessly through a void of nothingness, searching for a spark of joy in a desert of fabricated perfection and lies. You stand in the center of a crowded room, yet the silence inside your chest is deafening. A hollow reminder of the man you were supposed to be. A flickering screen reflects off your tired eyes, revealing a ghost of a person who has traded his soul for a few seconds of virtual dopamine. How long can you survive on crumbs of attention? You are starving for substance while feasting on the poison of social approval and fake digital smiles. You are too cowardly to face the silence of your own mind, terrified of what you might discover when the music stops and the lights finally dim. You fear that without the noise, you are absolutely nothing, just a hollow vessel floating in an ocean of mediocrity, waiting for someone to notice you. It is time to cut the cord, to kill the connection that is draining your vitality, and turn your back on the trivial games of the masses. Switch it off. Throw the phone aside. Let the screen go black. The journey into the dark is the only way to find your inner light. Welcome to the place where fake dreams go to die. A cold room with no audience and no applause to soften the blow of truth. This is the laboratory of your mind, a sanctuary of isolation, where the only thing that matters is the raw, unfiltered reality of your existence. Sit down on the cold floor and feel the weight of your choices. Let the sweat drip as you prepare to dismantle the lies you've lived. There are no mirrors here to lie to you anymore, only the stark reflection of a man who has finally decided to stop running from himself. Grab the pen and write your failures on the glass. Name the demons of fear, laziness, and every missed opportunity that haunts your midnight hours. Look at the word failure staring back at you. Do not just the failures by the word, as well as being later of no north for your life. Look at the word failure. Do you know the failures staring back at you? Do not mistake the failures for your life. Look at the word failure. Do not mistake the failures for your life. Do not mistake the failures for your life. Do not mistake the failures for your life. The order and turns the failures, which is later of which is the door, so that you are perfect when you divide. Failures will visit. Investigated failures, which is the door, and failures, which is the door, so that you're noticeably put it. Grab the pen and write your failures staring back at you. Do not mistake the failures for your life. Just understand with your failures and turn the word failure. Do not mistake the failures for your life. Just understand with your failures, which is later of which is the door, and failures fail. Do not mistake the failures for your life, which is later of which is the door, so that you find a little bit. Do not mistake the failures for your life. You are perfectly proved, for the property failures received me. He did not with your failures. You've speaking the forgiven and no back at you. Do not look away, for this is the foundation upon which your new kingdom will be built today. The air is thick with the scent of hard truths, but you must breathe it in until your lungs burn with the fire of a new resolve. Your eyes are no longer wandering in confusion. They are locking onto the target, burning with a quiet rage that signals the end of your weakness. The act is over. The curtains have fallen, and now the real work begins in the shadows, where character is forged through pain and absolute silence. You must perform a live autopsy on your own life while it is still bleeding, dissecting the reasons why you fell and why you stayed down. Think back to the moment you quit, the moment you let the pressure break you and you chose the easy path of comfort and surrender. Remember the cold sting of rejection, the door slamming in your face, and the bitter taste of being overlooked by those you once sought to impress. Do not blame the economy, do not blame your parents, and do not blame the world for the lack of discipline in your heart. Punch the wall if you have to. Feel the physical pain as a reminder that you are still alive and capable of feeling something beyond numbness. Drop to the floor and push against the earth until your muscles scream. Every repetition is a strike against the lazy version of yourself you hate. Find the parasite of procrastination hiding in the corners of your brain. Pull it into the light and crush it with the weight of action. You have to die to the old version of yourself, to burn away the rot so that something stronger and more resilient can take root. Think of the humble janitor, William Crawford, sweeping the floors in silence, performing his duty with a dignity that most kings will never truly possess. He didn't need a title to be a hero. He needed discipline. The same discipline you are now sweeping into the messy corners of your fractured mind. Clean up the wreckage of your past mistakes, organize the chaos, and prepare the ground for seeds of greatness that require silence to grow. This is the surgery of the soul, a painful but necessary extraction of every excuse that has kept you shackled to your potential. Invisible discipline is what you do when the world is sleeping and no one is there to record your effort or post it for likes. Run through the pouring rain until your clothes are heavy and your breath is a ragged prayer for strength in the night. The darkness is not your enemy. It is your training ground, the place where you sharpen your blade while your competitors are dreaming of success. Every step on the wet pavement is a declaration of war against your former self, a rhythm of resilience in the empty streets.
Look at your hands, calloused and raw. These are the tools of a builder constructing a temple of will from the rubble of defeat. You are cleaning out the warehouse of your brain, tossing out the junk of trivial desires and replacing them with the steel of priority. Silence is no longer a void to be feared. It has become a weapon you wield to block out the opinions of the small-minded people. Do not talk about your plans. Do not broadcast your progress. Let your results speak with a thunder that silences all your critics. Watch the elite, the warriors who train in the freezing shadows. They do not seek the spotlight. They seek mastery. They know that greatness is a lonely road, a path paved with internal battles that no one else will ever see or understand. You are now part of that silent brotherhood, a ghost in the system, working with a focus that is terrifyingly sharp and unbreakable. From the ashes of your old life, a new entity is rising, forged in the furnace of isolation and tempered by self-control. Like red-hot iron plunged into cold water, your spirit has been hardened through pain and stillness. The phoenix does not ask for permission to burn. It simply transforms, turning the remains of its past into wings of future glory. Step out into the sunlight now, not as a seeker of attention, but as a master of your destiny, radiating a quiet power. Your walk is different, your shoulders are back, and your eyes carry the stillness of a predator who has already won. The confusion that once clouded your vision has vanished, replaced by clarity that cuts through noise like a laser beam. Stand on the peak of your own achievement and look back at the valley of shadows where you once lay broken. You didn't just survive the storm, you became the storm, a force of nature that cannot be stopped. Success is not a destination. It is the state of mind you achieved when you decided your own respect mattered more than gold. Look into the camera of your soul and realize the man you see now is a stranger to the coward you used to be. The noise will return tomorrow. The world will try to pull you back into the cage of distraction and mediocrity. But you are different now. You have tasted the power of silence and know your strength lies in invisible discipline. Remember this, silence is power, and discipline is the only true freedom in this chaotic world. Never go back to being the person who needed the world to tell him he was enough. Stay in the lab of your growth, stay driven, stay silent, and let your life be a testament to a man who refused to stay down in the ashes.